Hey everybody, we are joined now by one of my favorite comedians, a great guy, and he has a YouTube show that he started this last month called Dinner with the Gaffigans. It's Gaffigan, right? Not Jaffigan?
It's Jaffigan.
We're here with Jim Gaffigan. Hi, Jim.
Hi, it is. It's nice to talk to you. I'm not sure exactly where you are, but I am in downtown Manhattan. My wife is high risk, so we are under double secret quarantine. I am with my 5 children. We've been here for a month, and they're still alive, so I should get an award.
You should get an award. I mean, don't take this the wrong way. I've always thought you were a little crazy, that you had 5 children. You travel with them everywhere you go. You're an incredible parents to them. But you must be regretting it a little bit right now.
I'm absolutely regretting it. I think if there's one takeaway from this segment, it should be to encourage people not to have children. And if you have them, give them away now.
Yeah.
No, it's this thing called distance learning, which is obviously the schools have shut down, and distance learning was created by people that truly hate parents. Because I have 5 kids, so you'd think 5 kids, 5 screens, 5 places in a New York City apartment, but it's not even that. It's 5 different schedules for 5 different kids on 5 different screens in a New York City apartment. And the school, they just send these kind of assignments like, hey, have your 7-year-old do all this stuff. I'm like, I'm not doing this. So I'm raising them to be farmhands.
You have, I think it's, if I have it right, 3 boys, 2 girls. Are they handling it differently?
The girls are civilized. The boys who only want to play on iPads once it comes to their distance learning, which is essentially teleconferencing with a teacher, that suddenly they don't know how to turn on a computer. You know what I mean? Or the iPad is confusing to them. But I understand it's difficult. You know, school without friends, that's appealing, right?
Right, sure. Are they getting their work done? Are you a taskmaster then?
I don't know. There's too many of them, and there's too many different projects. You know, I think yesterday I spent 2 hours trying to print from my son's school iPad to our printer. So I know that I printed out the assignment. I don't know what happened to it though. He'll be fine.
So at the end of the day, you don't sort of gather them all around and say, let's show me what you've done.
Not really. No. Eventually it gets to 6 p.m. We do dinner with the Gaffigans, and then I pretend to like them for like 40 minutes during the show. By the way, we've done, I think, 26. We've done 28 episodes.
That's crazy.
That's a whole season. You know what I mean?
That's like a season back in like 1950.
Right? I don't know if we've been picked up. I don't want us to get picked up, but there is, it's like, and we don't really have contracts. So my kids could come back and really have high demands.
Yeah, well, that would be, I think you could threaten, a lot of sitcoms replace child actors.
That's true.
This is basically you just filming family dinner. Like, where did you get this idea?
I was on tour in Latin America. I was in Bogota, and I was about to head to the theater, and my manager called me and informed me that Argentina had closed its borders, so I would not be going to Argentina. And, things were moving fast, so I decided to fly back home the next day. And while I was at the airport, there was I was existing with the knowledge that I might not get back, or I might be separated from my family for an extended time. And so the Dinner with the Gaffigans was something that serves as, just because I know that there are some people separated from their families, or they're just by themselves. I have friends that are by themselves. So it was just something light, and also it would be something to serve as a break from the constant consumption of news. Like, I don't know how many times I feel like at this point, there's got to be 3 or 4 Sanjay Guptas, because that poor guy, that he's working so hard.
Yeah.
And all those CNN anchors, they're like, my friend Sanjay Gupta. He doesn't like any of those people now. They're like, Sanjay, can you be on my show? He's like, I haven't slept in 3 weeks. So, but we wanted Dinner with the Gaffigan, which is streamed on YouTube, and it has an interactive element so people can ask families, and we do charades and stuff like that. So it's totally a distraction from, what we're dealing with.
I want to. We're going to put up a photo of sort of a typical Dinner with the Gaffigans, and then I want to put up a second photo where it looks as though your youngest son is wearing a Spider-Man mask.
Yes,
So was that for the whole dinner?
Well, there's different themes, not for the whole dinner, but there's different themes. One, and by the way, it's the enthusiasm for my children has disappeared. Like, I'm like, do you guys want to dress up since we're having bratwurst? Do you want to do German things? And they're like, no, get out of here. But there was a dress up, like a superhero dinner, and Patrick was the only one that dressed up. But what we've done recently, probably for the past week or two, is we've added a charity element where we're attempting to raise money so that we can buy food trucks for hospital workers in New York City. And, obviously there's the PPE, but like on our YouTube, there's this super chat where if you donate $2, your message gets highlighted. And so then we comment on it. And sometimes we make fun of the person that donated, or make up a lie about them. It's all very simple, no huge high entertainment value, but it's kind of comfort food.